glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Fittingly, we have something that should be a most delectable matchup for anyone who loves a little flavor in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Cincinnati Bearcats. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And we get a look at Ryan Williams. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
We were talking to the defensive coaching staff coming into this game tonight, and they said we really feel good about our pass rush. We feel like we've got guys up front that can win one-on-one. We've got to let these guys hunt. We've got to let them eat, and they're doing it on the first play of the game, getting a sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Throwing Mack. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Mack from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Austin Mack. They get to him as he throws. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
And, you know, Alabama at the quarterback spot, obviously, you need that great player. When they've had the great player, these teams have been really, really great. The last couple years, man, you've kind of seen the inconsistencies come out at that spot. So finding that next guy, critically important.
It is critically important. I think what's interesting about Alabama at that quarterback spot, too, is a lot of other programs, they reload the position through the portal. But when you think about Alabama, they kind of grow it internally from guys they've recruited who have waited their turn and then finally show up. Ty Simpson was one of those guys. He waited his turn year after year to get his opportunity, and I think they feel like they've got the guys inside the building already that can take over the spot and lead this team to a national championship.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Keeps it on the option. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
And, man, I absolutely love that from this quarterback. He is not a blazer. He's not going to outrun any defensive backs on the field. But I love when you take the space that a defense gives you. They want to play a certain coverage. They want to leave up all that space open. Nice job taking off, running early in the football game, setting the tone, showing the defense that you're willing to run.
Gets it out fast. Could not make his way to the corner.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Mack. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bearcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes J.C. French. They'll have to deal with one of the top cover corners in the country in Xavier Brown. The give. There he goes. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. Runs through a man, and he might have space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3.
Scanning the field, it's French. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first, it's at the 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
The handoff to Johnson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Finds a tight end. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give on the counter. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Mack. Makes the catch. It's Hill. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10. Enough for the 1st down. And we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Mack. He lobs one high down the left side. Jump ball, and he's got it. Oh, what a grab.
And how about he dropped back to pass twice on this drive so far? He's thrown 2 completions and chewed up over half the field. This offense, this QB, dialed in, understanding what he's seeing, and he is putting his foot down and being aggressive, taking shots down the field, and now this offense in great scoring position.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Bearcats used the first of their 3 timeouts. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Timeout called, Cincinnati using it 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Now on the option. Striving for the goal line, loose football. Defense has it, they're on the move.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Looking for room, it's Payne. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's French. Unleashes it. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. Runs through, man, he might have some space. Past the 30. The 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Cincinnati!
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
On to attempt the try. And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Austin Mack. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who've battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
The play-action fake. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Another incompletion on third down.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll go play action with Mack. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger and down he goes at the 41.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, third and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on first and second or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll give it to Johnson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Back to pass, it's French. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out of the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Well, you weren't able to get anything running the football there in the first play. You get a TFL. So now you go to the screen and give it back to your running back and let him make something happen in the passing game. There's a lot of different ways you can sprinkle these backs the football, and that was a good idea there on second down by the offensive coordinator.
Oh, they're after him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Mack unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. He's going to lose a yard on that one. That's the end of the quarter, and Cincinnati is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off the play fake. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's French. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Finds a little space. Finds his way for 3 out. They give it to him again, and he'll be smacked to the ground.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working on the right. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Come on, defense, what are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's French. Complete. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. And the Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Hands it off on the counter. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Throwing, Mack fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
He's taking a deep shot. He's got it on the outside. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. Austin Mack. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Running inside, it's Hill. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Last chance coming up. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover.